בלשונות רבות מספור דיברנו, וזה את זה כמעט בכלל שלא הכרנו, ומקומות רבים מאוד עזבנו, ורק מקום אחד רצינו ואהבנו, ומקומות רבים מאוד עזבנו, ואל הארץ, אל הארץ באנו. ונמשכת שיירה מן המאה שעברה, רחוקים כבר היוצאים, ניכרים בחלוצים שעמלו עבדו בפרק בלי לראות את סוף הדרך, ועכשיו עוברים אנחנו, לא שקטנו ולא נחנו, לא ימשיכו בלעדינו, זוהי הרפתקת חיינו. גטאות ומחנות הגחנו, אל הביצות ואל הישימון הלכנו, מקצות ערב מרוסיה ופולניה, הדלקנו אור גם בדימונה גם בדגניה, מקצות ערב מרוסיה ופולניה, הדלקנו אור גם בדימונה גם בדגניה. ומכל הגלויות ועם כל הבעיות, עם נוצר בארץ קמה ושפה אשר נרדמה שוב התחילה מתעוררת ומדברת ומדברת, מסביב יהום הסער רב הקושי והצער, אבל יש על מה לשמוח, יש עוד אומץ, יש עוד כוח. ישראל צומחת מסביבנו, היא חזקה יותר מכל חסרונותינו.
Good evening, my name is Paige Magen and this is my brother Gian, and we are the Magen Boys. We are thrilled to be your hosts this evening for the first annual Golda Awards ceremony in honor of Jewish and pro-Israel student leaders. Our gala tonight is in support of Hasbara Fellowships Canada and their mission to train and empower student leaders to fight for Israel and combat antisemitism on campus. We would like to thank all of you for being with us, and we'd like to give a very special thank you to our presenting sponsor Fabricland for making this evening possible. Named for the iconic Israeli Prime Minister, the Golda Awards will celebrate students who are advocating for Israel at high schools, colleges, and university campuses from across the country. Yes, and we will recognize the amazing achievements of Hasbara High School interns and Hasbara Fellows who are on the front lines against BDS and anti-Israel discrimination, especially on social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram. Their efforts are only possible thanks to your support. So please consider supporting Hasbara at www.golda-awards.ca. That's right, Paige. In the face of increased anti-Semitism, Hasbara Fellows are building coalitions with student clubs, challenging anti-Israel professors, and running proactive campaigns that introduce students to Israel and the Arab-Israeli conflict through a neutral and objective lens. Tonight, you will meet student recipients of awards such as the Zionist and Proud Award, the Lion of Judah Award, the Ira Advocate Award, the Jeff Ansel Journalism Award named in honor of the late Canadian journalist, and of course, the coveted Hasbara Canada Award. All of these students have gone above and beyond as ambassadors for Israel and the Jewish people. We will also announce the top 3 winners of the My Jewish Identity contest for high school students, including the first prize winner of the $1,800 cash prize. Plus, you will hear from speakers such as Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem, Fleur Hassan Nahum, social media activists such as Emily Schrader, Yosef Haddad, and Shai DeLuca, and a few surprise celebrity guests.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Corin, and I'm the Executive Director of Hasbara Fellowships Canada. I would like to thank our amazing hosts, the Magen Boys. I am very excited to see them in action, and I'm very excited to see the look of surprise on our students' faces when they receive their Golda Awards. It's going to be great. I'd like to take this time to thank our generous presenting sponsor, Fabricland, as well as acknowledge our Hasbara Canada board and all of our amazing sponsors for tonight's event. If you haven't yet, please feel free to peruse our website, www-golda-awards.ca, where you will find the generous sponsors who made this evening possible. We decided to name this gala event the Golda Awards because we wanted to inspire and motivate our youth to fulfill their potential and be part of something bigger than themselves. In my opinion, Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir personified these traits to the fullest extent. To this day, she is remembered as a trailblazer, a trendsetter, and a fierce and unapologetic warrior and defender of the Jewish people. My friends, with the ongoing lockdowns and coronavirus pandemic making it very challenging for students to feel uplifted and excited about anything these days, tonight we will invigorate and motivate them by celebrating their tireless efforts as advocates for our community. Many of you are aware that there are a few Canadian campuses today that are cesspools, unfortunately, of antisemitism and anti-Israel activity. Our Hasbara Fellows, however, are active on each and every one of these campuses, virtually and in person, and their hard work continues to pay off. Earlier this month in Montreal, one of our tenacious fellows, Eden Ohayon, worked for months to ensure that the McGill Daily, known as one of the most staunchly anti-Israel student publications in the country, would publish her open letter, which expressed how Jewish McGill students are constantly targeted by BDS and anti-Israel activists, and why Zionism is an integral part of her Jewish identity. A few weeks prior to that, as our fellows were working on organizing a legal conference with Professor Erwin Kotler about anti-Semitism and the law, a few of our fellows from campuses from across the country, Windsor, UBC, York, etc., penned an open letter calling on Canadian universities to adopt the IRA definition of anti-Semitism. These students launched a website, jewishstudents.ca. I implore you to visit it. And within weeks, their letter was signed by over 400 Canadian students and alumni, Jewish and non-Jewish alike. If you haven't signed it yet, please do so now. This letter is being sent to university administrations from across the country. These are just a handful of examples, and I can go on and on with more about how our Hasbara Fellows are advocating for the Jewish state and the Jewish people on high school, college, and university campuses from across the country. Mazal tov again to all of you on winning your Golda Awards. May you go from strength to strength.
We know that students are very excited to win their Golda Awards, so let's get to the first award. Again, make sure you make a tax-deductible donation at www.golda-awards.ca.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
Oh! What, you weren't expecting this? You weren't expecting this?
Not this!
Farah Ziner Cohen.
Yes!
You are the recipient of the
best day of my
Trailblazer Award.
life!
I know, I want a hug. Can we No, we're gonna...
Air hug.
Air
Oh,
hug.
this
Please
is
look
the
at
best
it.
day of my life. She's so cute.
This is an honor of everything. So I just want to say a story. I wanted to call this award the most likely to be Prime Minister Award.
Yes.
And they kept saying to me, no, it's too jokey, it's not going to work out. But to me, I said, but it's the truth, I feel. And, you know, I love all of our fellows, and they're all phenomenal, but I just truly do feel Tefera would be a phenomenal Prime Minister.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. This is the best day ever. So this award means everything. It means more than any other award could. And at this time, at any time, when the Jewish people, when Israel are under attack, you just got to keep going. You got to speak out. You got to stand up, because if we don't do it, no one else is going to. And this just means so much to be recognized for it. So thanks.
Amen, amen. Tefera has led so many initiatives. In the last year alone, I think at the University of Windsor, she's been an advocate for the IRA definition of anti-Semitism. She's been an advocate for explaining Jewish indigeneity to Israel, and she truly exemplifies what it means to be a Hasbara Fellow.
Oh my God, god.
Kol hakavod.
Stop.
Kol
I'm
hakavod.
crying. Guys, this is so cool. Are you just going around doing this?
Yes. Yeah.
Rafi Yablonsky, the Game Changer Award. He has no clue that we're coming to
We're about to Yablonsky
him right now.
That's Rafi's.
What's going on?
Close the door. We know that your
We
sons
know,
are
we,
sleeping.
we know you have a kid who's sleeping.
What?
On behalf of Hasbara Fellowships and you being one of their alumni, we'd like to present you with...
Well, we like to induct you into the Hasbara Hall of Fame.
Wow.
You are a first ballot MVP. You are a legend. You've put your heart and soul into this community, and you've done everything that you possibly could to lead by example. And for that,
There is no better award to be giving you than the Game Changer Award.
Wow, thank you. That's it.
Your work in our community is something for everyone to
Thank you.
take notice of, and we know you do it with a full heart, and you lead by example, and we're just so proud to be presenting you with this award, and for you to be the pinnacle,
the standard of excellence.
standard of excellence for our community, and for all generations to come. So there
Thank
you
you.
go, Rafi.
Thank you so much, Paige and
Speech.
Gian,
We know you're great.
Daniel, and no, this is a great honor. Thank you so much. I'm honestly, this is totally unexpected. Very appreciated, and just thank you. Hasbara turned me into the leader that I am. It gave me the confidence to lead on campus, which continue today. With everything I do, working from the Jewish community, representing Israel, representing Shaarei Tzedek, the best that there is in terms of care for all Israelis, all citizens, and that's what Hasbara is about, making sure that everyone knows the true message of Israel and that the Jewish community is represented properly in the world, and I couldn't do it without Hasbara. And again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming here. I want to know where I can get that sweet sweatshirt because that deserves a shout out on its own. That deserves an award right there.
Hi, it's me, Paula Abdul. Now more than ever, serving as ambassadors for Israel and the Jewish people is extremely important. Congratulations to all the Hasbara Fellows, students, and community leaders for winning your Golda Awards. You should be so proud. I'm so proud of you. Mwah! Lots of love. Bye-bye.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. How's everything been on your end? I know you've been very active online, Pearl is telling me.
I try.
I think that is amazing and like so incredibly important with all that's been going on these past few weeks. All we can do is baby steps and try to educate, those around us and, friends, peers, whatever. So, it's a huge achievement. Don't belittle it.
Thank you.
Which brings me to all the achievements you've done, which is why you are going to be presented with this Golda Award.
Wow, that's exciting.
The Student Commitment Award going to you, Eden Kraft.
Yay, thank you.
This is really an honor and in recognition of everything you've done. I know you've developed content, and there's still a great video to come out from Hasbara that you did that still hasn't been posted, and so much phenomenal work that you've done. So really, this is as a thank you, this Golda Award. I know Golda Meir would be proud, of everything you're doing, and especially with these issues again that have been happening the past few weeks. There's been so much misinformation and propaganda out there. So for you to really make a few changes, that's a real meaningful difference that you're making. So, kol hakavod.
Thank you. So I always had a really big love for Israel. I was very sheltered in the Jewish community. I'm Jewish, I have brown hair, and I'm a Zionist. It was a totally unquestionable part of my identity. That was a bit of a problem because it was just that. It was completely unquestionable. I never thought about why I'm a Zionist. Why do I care? What does that have to do with my life? How do I even know that I'm on the right side of this? And because I wasn't actively thinking about it, I also wasn't doing anything about it. So my love for Israel was very theoretical. And then all of a sudden, in grade 9, I joined Hasbara, and all of a sudden I was being asked, what's my why? Why do I care about Israel? I'm learning about why we have the rights to the land and what's really going on there, and being told what I can and should do about it. And I was given all this information, and I just wanted to absorb it all. So the high school program gave me the things to do, like writing articles about Israel, responding to anti-Israel things in the media, And these tasks made me view myself as an active Israel advocate. Not only that I can do something for Israel, but that I have a responsibility to do so. And my friends know me as the Zionist kid, which is a label I wear very proudly. And I'm the one who gets the questions about Israel. And although for sure I don't know all the answers, I don't remember everything we've learned, I'm completely confident that the answers are there and I have the resources to get them and the people around me. And that's another huge thing that Hasbara gave me. I have the right people and I have so many actively pro-Israel role models. And I get to interact with and see these intelligent university students, not that much older than me, who are active Zionists and who are so comfortable with that, even though they're out there in the big wide world, which is a little scary to me still in high school. And it's so just inspiring. And it really made, in my formative high school years, it made Zionism cool to me. And I think that's really what I gained from Hasbara and why I'm so grateful that I get to be part of the amazing organization.
Hello. How are you?
Noam here? Hi there.
Noam.
Hi, yes, Noam.
Efa Noam.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Noam, muzzle
Open
top,
up your
man.
box. Open up your box. Let's see.
It's
Open up
we are doing
right
the
now.
first ever live unboxing competition
Woo.
where only one person is going to be participating, which is Noam Rothstein.
And his
the cat.
Hello, Kitty.
I was like laughing paper. I'm making a mess here, but it's fun.
Well, we must say that we are so impressed with your voice and your ability to share thought.
A Golda, little like a
Golda Award.
a little Golda,
You are
like
our
a-
Golda Award winner.
Your article that you wrote was very moving and touching, and
There were many articles that we saw, and yours just shined a little bit more than anyone's.
Thank you.
And we are grateful for your voice.
we're proud of you.
No
We're proud of you. We're grateful.
It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning.
Keep doing your thing and
more
spreading
paper.
love.
Yes, the paper is is an extra gift.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
And
yes,
we're just proud that there's people like you that are putting in such effort to help identify what is going on and help people see where we're coming from and what we need to continue being proud of our heritage. So thank you for
And
that.
keep being a part of the solution, and keep doing your thing, and
Great.
leading by example, and God willing, we all become
Yeah,
closer.
I mean, like especially now, with what's going on in Israel and what's going on to Jews internationally, it's just absurd.
Yeah.
So I believe that voices like mine, young voices, we're going to be the future leaders of not only Israel but also the international Jewish community. And it's essential that we speak out. And Hasbara, they gave me the tools and they taught me the correct ways where not to talk, how to talk, and they gave me the proper tools to explicitly use it in the proper ways against the people that are going to stand up against us and do stand up against us today and tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And we will be bringing here.
So I'm so excited to tell you that your entry came third place in the My Jewish Identity contest. You wrote such a beautiful short story about diversity in Israel and unity, and how it's just a place for all different Jewish people to really come together as one and as a united group. So this is your Golda Award for the My Jewish Identity contest.
Awesome, thanks. This is so fun.
Yeah, your story was, oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you. It was really fun to write.
Honestly,
I'm not a fast writer, but I had it down in a day, which is really surprising. It's just because it was such an important topic for me. So yeah, it was fun to
amazing.
Hi guys, my name is Emily Schrader and I am a pro-Israel activist and content creator. I'm also a columnist and a journalist at the Jerusalem Post.
And my name is Yusuf Haddad. I am the CEO of the organization Together Vouch for Each Other. It's an Arab-Israeli organization. Mainly we have two targets. Inside Israel to bridge gaps between Arabs and Jews, and outside of Israel is actually pro-Israel activism. We are Israeli Arabs, Christians, Muslims, Druze, and Bedouin, and what we're trying to do is show the facts and tell the truth about Israel. And I guess
we wanted to make this video to congratulate all of you guys on the hard work that you're doing. I know it can be really difficult on campus. I myself was a student at USC. Hopefully you have a Hasbara fellow there. And we just want to tell you as Israelis, myself and Ola and Yosef, an Israeli Arab, that we really, really appreciate the work you're doing. We know it can be difficult, especially during a time like this, and especially online. As content creators and people who are super active on social media, we see the hate, and we need you. We need your support.
So in Arabic we say كل الاحترام, which is, applause, كل كavod. Keep up the good work, and obviously I know, as Emily said, it is especially now a hard time with all the hatred and the antisemitism comments and all that. Stay strong. We are on the right side of
history.
Of the history, definitely. What do I want to do actually? What do I want to do?
We wanted to give you a few tips about pro-Israel activism in general. 5, yes, just like our videos. Mine will be focused on the digital sphere because that's my area of expertise, and Yosef's going to talk about Israel activism in general and what his top 3 tips are, I guess. So go for it.
Look at that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So basically, my tips is on actually what is it and how to face an anti-Israeli activist, how to win a debate. So 1, actually attack back. Obviously not in bad words and not with violence, but attack back means don't be apologetic. Don't apologize, because we have nothing to apologize about. We know that Israel is not perfect, but the fact is most of people who are anti-Israelis twist the facts, lie, and that's something that I can't stand. So my first tip is, when someone do that, don't try to say, yeah, let me listen to you, let me hear you. Right away, stop him, attack back with facts and truth, and that's bring me to my second tip. Because everything you speak, you must back it up with facts. When you have that, you have the best weapon, because when he comes back and attack you, you just pull that fact. Probably he will start cursing, which means you won the debate.
Especially online. Yeah.
And the third tip, and this is important for me to pass it to you guys. Don't be afraid of criticism. As I said at the beginning, Israel is not a perfect country. In fact, there is no such thing as a perfect country or perfect society. For instance, do we have racism here? Yes, we do. And unfortunately, we have racism in the United States, in South Africa. In South Africa, the racism is still deeply embedded in their culture even. Not talking about even the USA, and more and more and more. So what we need to do is address that, acknowledge that, and find a solution. Remember, every problem has a solution. So those are my 3 tips. Keep that in mind, and every time you see someone anti-Israeli, use those 3, and I guarantee you'll win the debate. What are the next 2 tips to actually make it like a full win?
So the final 2 tips will focus on online interaction, because I know this has become a huge part of the game when it comes to pro-Israel activism. So first of all, it can be really discouraging online, and it also can be really overwhelming to know when you should engage, how you should engage, who you should engage with. So the 4th tip, and the first tip I have for you when engaging online, is engage wisely. You should interact, but you should interact on things where people are more likely to see it, because you're not likely to change someone's mind that's anti-Israel. So if you see an article from a page that's Free Palestine, you're probably not going to convince a lot of their viewers. But if you see anti-Israel posts on the New York Times and you see the comment section there, that's worth investing time in. So that's the 4th tip. And the final tip I have for you guys is that you don't have to be video creators or graphic designers or super talented artists to be able to make compelling content and to be able to make a difference online. The way that social media works today is all by algorithm. It's a numbers game. And the more things you like, the more things you interact with, and the more you upvote comments. It can be as little as liking comments on a thread. The more those comments will be seen. And this stuff makes a difference. You may not be able to see what the difference is, but it does make a difference when people know that there's another side being represented. Even if we're outnumbered, if we show up to the fight, we still have a chance of winning, but we can't win if we don't show up.
I think the key here, that if you change one person's opinion, he might go and speak to another person, and another person might speak to another. It's like a sort of a chain. So before we close this, it reminds me when I went to a lecture and I had only 4 people showed up, and they would say, "So you want to cancel?" I said, no. I want to do it because those 4 people can become 40, 50, and 400 maybe.
Right.
So what
especially
are we
online.
Especially online. So guys, those are our tips.
Our 5 tips.
Our 5 tips,
Yeah.
top 5.
Just for you guys, just for the Hasbara Fellows.
And we love you guys. Keep up the good work. And hopefully seeing you in person as well,
Yes.
not just through a video.
Yes, come to Israel. Bye, guys.
Okay, so I am so excited to present you with the Rising Star Award in recognition of your incredible accomplishments and demonstration of leadership while only in your first year of high school, your first year of our program, and we already know how far you're going to go with this. So this will be sent to you. It's your Golda Award.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you to Hasbara. Thank you so much for the opportunity of learning. Oh my gosh. I did not expect that so much. I'm Lear, and I just finished my grade 9 year at Hasbara as a Hasbara intern. I come from a passionate Zionist family. Since birth, I knew that we did not support BDS. Jews need Israel, and you can eat hummus with everything. That was my only understanding of Zionism. As I matured and was confronted with antisemitism, I realized that the knowledge I thought I had was simply passion. A great passion indeed, but what is passion when you don't know how to act on it? I joined Hasbara with the hopes of learning specifics. Why do Jews need Israel? Are they truly indigenous? How do you respond to an anti-Zionist attack? The list goes on. Now, I thank my high school advisor, Pearl Gassner, because she taught me everything I was looking to learn and more. Today, I can unite my passion with the knowledge I gained from Hasbara, and boy, I tell you, it is quite the combination.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I hope it's intact.
Yeah.
Surprise! So I know you thought we were doing a testimonial, but really wanted to surprise you with this award. You know, you've done so much great work from the time that you did our high school program to Israel Engage, and now to co-founding Israel on campus and being the co-president. I think you're doing so many incredible things, and we just wanted to recognize you by giving you this award.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Like I've had the best time, and I really am so thankful. Like I'm so thankful for everything you've done to help me. So really, really thank you. And like, not to sound cliche, but I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much.
Of course, you deserved it. Our team is really proud of what you've been doing, and just a little small way of recognizing all your hard work.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Fully made my day. Thank you.
Westside Gravy coming to you live from Hadera, Israel. Hey, to get this bread, I'm doing what I need to do. My sleeves striped with my feeler suit. Mob it, gotta catch a body, get it poppin'. Slavic, rocket track suit while I'm squat. Westside, bringing that sauce. Yeshli ahak, yeshli kvass. Run up on me, bet I'm poppin'. Yeah, wanna try me, please, пожалуйста. What you think this is? Что такое? Rub me my money, спасибо большое. Make the competition drop like flies. When you see me getting lit, yalla, давай. Is it balagan? Is it balagan? Hey, it's like I drop a bomb every time I drop a song. Hey, is it balagan? הצלחה לוקח לה זמן. איזה בלגן, סוף סוף אנחנו כאן. איזה בלגן, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלגן, איזה בלגן. My dad had hand-me-downs to try on. Flatbacks made out of nylon. Made it to the top, but my pops was a refugee. That's why I'm working harder than the rest you see. Never had a choice, there wasn't no option. Gotta keep grinding cause he came up from the bottom. Thanks to them high expectations, we made it. That's the reason why I'm celebrating. איזה בלגן, לא היה להם זמן לעשות שום דבר מלבד עבודה, תסתכלו עלינו עכשיו. Never forget where I came from, always showing that day once, no regrets. The top where I'm headed, G. All in honor of my Babishka's memory. Ize balagan, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלאגן, סוף סוף אנחנו כאן. איזה בלאגן, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלאגן, איזה בלאגן, איזה בלאגן, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלאגן, סוף סוף אנחנו כאן. איזה בלאגן, איזה בלאגן, hey. It's like I drop a bomb every time I drop a song, hey. איזה בלאגן, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלאגן, סוף סוף אנחנו כאן. איזה בלאגן, הצלחה לוקחת זמן. איזה בלאגן, איזה בלאגן.
Shalom, it's your buddy Jeremy Piven here. I just want to say a huge congratulations to all the Hasbara Fellows and student leaders for winning their Golda Awards. Well done on all the important work you do in fighting against antisemitism on campus and as ambassadors for Israel and the Jewish people. God bless you. We need more of this. We need to speak up. I've been through it myself. I grew up in Chicago. I was bar mitzvahed. I come from a long line of Jews that are very spiritual and connected to their Judaism. And it's important that we stay true to ourselves, speak our truth, and we elevate each other and illuminate the truth. So I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. And if you need any help, please find me. I'm there for you. Thank you so much.
Test. Gabriella, you are the recipient of the proud Lion of Judah Award. The Golda Award. Were you surprised? Were you expecting this right now?
No, I was not expecting it.
This is in honor of all your incredible work at U of T Scarborough. You know, it's not the easiest campus. I think you've been able to do some really terrific work.
Thank you.
I can speak to so many incidents where Gabriella has like stepped up, especially with very quickly there was an event that we did that Gabriella helped organize where it was all like non-Jewish students who came. We had the Zionist activist speaker, and it was just, to me, like phenomenal advocacy. Like so many students were exposed to Zionism and Israel advocacy that were not Jewish and weren't privy to any of this before. And it was really that and so many others. So really, mazal tov.
It's been a challenging year, you know. We've had some BDS motions, some bureaucratic diversions happening. And so it's definitely been helpful to have the resources and the support network of Hasbara, because before I went on the trip, I really had no idea how to use information and facts to get a point across. And, you know, confidence in your opinions is only so good. But, but once I went there, and since then, I really had the opportunity, you know, to expand that and to better articulate myself, to learn how to use all the facts that are on our side to actually fight for our side, and, you know, see the progress that can be made on campus. So yeah, thank you so much.
I think you made a lot of progress, seriously. Like there's so many allies, I think, that have been created at U of T Scarborough, unlikely as allies, you know, non-Jewish allies. So I think you really supported the cause. So kol hakavod. You know, we can only affect change on a grassroots level from the ground up, you know, with the help of students like you. So shkoyach, as they say.
Thank you so much.
So the reason that I wanted to do this call is to let you know that you are the winner of the Influencer Award at the Golda Awards ceremony, in recognition of your incredible accomplishments in independently creating the Israel Insider Instagram account, which is shared and promoted by so many different pro-Israel influencers and people from around the world. And you really educate so many different people about Israel and anti-Semitism. So we want to recognize that by giving you this award, which we will be sending to you. But for now, we're giving it virtually.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for everything that you that you do.
It's so wonderful to be with all of you at the Golda Awards ceremony. To our Hasbara Fellows and Hasbara High School interns, the work that you do in schools and campuses every day is critical. It's critical to Israel's image and it's critical to the Jewish people. Unfortunately, today we live in an environment where attacking Israel has become the new antisemitism, the PC antisemitism. And the work that you do is bringing new generations not just to connect with Israel, which is the home of the Jewish people, but also to become ambassadors for Israel. We're very grateful. Thank you very much.
On behalf of Hasbara, we really wanted to present you with this award because of all of your incredible work in the Jewish community, but also in other communities. You know, it's a very important value in Judaism to extend sort of our help to other communities and really be a light onto the world and make sure that we're helping everyone that we can, regardless if they're Jewish, non-Jewish, and you've really exemplified that through all your amazing work, especially helping with the Uyghur community and raising awareness about what they've been experiencing in China. So we really wanted to present this award, and I think people can really come to you for help when it comes to reaching out, building relationships with other communities, and really showing people what Jewish values are all about. So yeah, it's a little award from us, from our Hasbara team here.
Yessie, and to the rest of Hasbara Fellowships, thank you so much for this. I'm a big believer in the saying that the Jewish people are the light onto the nations. And I think a great way of doing that is through Hasbara Fellowships, is inspiring me and inspiring many others to kind of lead by example, be a leader in the community, take our activism from the keyboard, from the computer, take it out into the real world. And through that, we can build lots of relationships and learn so much about different communities throughout. So thank you so much for this. And I wish everyone a wonderful rest of the day.
Okay. Oh, my mask. Do it. She's in for a treat. Does she even know what's about to go down? Woo!
Hello.
Michaela Daniel?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Congratulations. We're the Magen Boys, and we're here to give you the second place award for the My Jewish Identity contest that you have put together such a beautiful piece of art that was so moving and so creative, and we wanted to award you with a $500 cash prize for your incredible work. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Your submission to our contest really stood out, and it was so beautiful, and you are a true visionary. If no one's ever told you that before, keep up the great work. Continue to do what you're doing. You're making a real difference, and we are so honored to present you with this award. We know Golda Meir would be proud.
Woo! Yes.
Thank you so much.
Speech.
I definitely didn't know I was going to be winning. I saw the post on my school's bulletin. I was like, why not give it a shot? And I did it. So thank you so much for the award.
That cash,
that
money,
girl. That money.
That's right.
Money.
Do it like we do.
That money. Yeah,
Get that cash, girl.
Congratulations to Hasbara Fellowships and to all the Hasbara Fellows and to this evening's Golda Award recipients. My name is Aliza Lewin. I am president of the Louis D. Brandeis Center for Human Rights Under Law, a nonprofit organization established to advance the civil and human rights of the Jewish people and promote justice for all. In this capacity, I've had the pleasure of working with numerous Hasbara Fellows in Canada and the United States. The Brandeis Center has provided these students with legal, strategic guidance to enhance their efforts to combat anti-Semitism on their university campuses. I'm always deeply impressed by the strength, determination, passion, and conviction of the Hasbara Fellows. Your sense of Jewish identity, your support for the Jewish people, and your pride in our Jewish homeland is remarkable. When it comes to defending Israel, Zionism, and Jews, you are a formidable and extraordinary force. So tonight, I congratulate you all. The Jewish future is bright because of you. May you be blessed in good health to go from strength to strength, and may we celebrate together in person next year in Jerusalem. Thank you. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Jack Muscat, and I'm the proud chair of the board of Hasbara Fellowships Canada. I'm honored to be with you all tonight for our first annual Golda Awards ceremony in honor of those amazing students. Now more than ever, in the face of increased anti-Semitism on campus and online, supporting organizations such as Hasbara has never been more vital. In the past few weeks alone, we have seen anti-Israel statements from student clubs and faculty alike at campuses such as the University of Toronto, Trent, McGill, Ryerson, OCAD, and various others from across the country. At Wilfrid Laurier, we saw students mocking the stabbing of Israeli citizens, while at McMaster, we saw a student making a horrendous video on social media about another student, simply because she posted a picture of herself with the Israeli flag? Now, more than ever, Jewish and pro-Israel students need your support, need the guidance and tools necessary to stand up against the hatred, to be confident about their Jewish identity, and refuse to be bullied, refuse to stand down, refuse to let others speak for us. As Jews, we have the right to tell our own story, and that is exactly what all of you courageous young Hasbara Fellows and high school interns are doing right now. You are ambassadors for Eretz Yisrael and the Jewish people, the future Golda Meirs of our community. It may be a challenging time, but the way our community has united in these troubling times will only make us stronger. And fortunately, we have these brilliant young students to lead the way. Mazel tov again.
So I am so excited to present you with the High School Leadership Award at the Golda Awards. In recognition of all that you've done. You've shown such incredible leadership in the past 3 years in Hasbara, both as an intern and then as a mentor over the last 2 years. You've really taken your role way beyond what was expected of you. And we're just so proud and so impressed and so excited to see how you're gonna, take everything with you as you graduate high school and move on to, bigger things. So congratulations. We'll be sending this to you when you get back from Israel.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor. The first time I heard of Hasbara, I knew that it was something I wanted to be a part of. Being born in Israel and raised by Israeli parents, my Zionism was always a fundamental part of who I was. So the first year that Hasbara opened their internship to high school students, I was there to listen and learn and become someone who actively fights back. After 3 years of being a Hasbara intern, I feel much more comfortable getting involved in conversations surrounding Israel because now I not only care about the results, but I know the information. Over these past 3 years, my passion for Israel has grown, and a big part of that is thanks to Pearl Gassner, who is an extraordinary advisor. No matter what time of day it is, Pearl is always willing to answer my questions, edit new articles, and plan extra events. Pearl was an incredible guide for my years doing Hasbara in high school, and I'm already looking forward to next year, where I will continue as a university fellow.
I'm Adam Ansell. The Jeff Ansell Journalism Award is named for my father, and I'd like to tell you about him. When my dad was 17, he saw anti-Semitism up close for the first time. My dad and his friends were hanging out at McDonald's. In strolls an elderly Jewish couple. Minding their own business, they waited at the counter for their coffees. The door flung open. A guy in his 20s marches in, right up to the elderly couple, gets in their faces and screams, "You took my parking spot. Effing Jews. Hitler should have killed you all." My father knew anti-Semitism was out there lurking. It's always been there. It's still here. But there's a difference between anecdotal accounts and some guy shouting at elderly Jews that if only Hitler's work had been completed, he'd have gotten that parking spot. Hamburger eaters turned into slack-jawed gawkers. No one moved. Almost no one. Maybe it was the first time they'd seen anti-Semitism come to where they live, kick the door open, invite itself in, and track mud through the house. We're not exactly sure what happened at that McDonald's that night. What we do know is when Jeff snapped back to reality and came out of his anti-Semitic-induced trance, the police were pulling him off the guy. Jeff knew if he was going to make the difference he wanted to make, he'd need a way in. Journalism was it. As a reporter for City TV, Jeff constantly battled notorious Holocaust denier Ernst Zundel. Zundel knew how to get press. Jeff knew how to present Zundel to the public. When Jeff would interview Zundel in his bunker, Jeff wouldn't use a microphone, so Zundel's voice would sound tinny. Other times, Jeff would tell the cameraman not to turn on the camera light, so Zundel would come across as a madman, spouting hate from a distance in the dark. Devious? Maybe. Fair? Considering the subject matter, considering this was the author of Did 6 Million Really Die? All is fair. When Jeff set his sights on Nazi war criminals living in Canada, he found one. The evidence was there. The birth dates on the Nazi's driver license matched the birth date on his Gestapo pass. Signatures matched with the one on his mortgage. It was him. The Nazi even admitted to Jeff over the phone he was the Harold Spontulis, convicted in absentia of war crimes and sentenced to death. That's hubris. No effort to hide his Jew hatred. A hubris that's all too familiar. When the Nazi died before the story hit, Jeff showed up at the funeral in a t-shirt, ripped jeans, and his gold chai dangling prominently from his neck. Jeff walked into that Nazi funeral wanting everyone to know, despite their friend's best efforts wiping the Jews off the face of the earth, this Jew was at his funeral. In this climate, that's what it takes. Journalism is being in a place, watching what happens, and telling someone who wasn't there what happened. But when it comes to covering anti-Semitism, it takes more than that. It takes passion, resolve, guts. Jeff Ansell embodied all those things. Congratulations to the recipient of the Jeff Ansell Journalism Award. Thank you.
We're about to go to Zach Halpern's house, who is right here. He's winning the Jeff Ansell Journalism Award for an article that he wrote regarding the IRA definition. And this article has done wonders for breaking down the stigma and teaching people how to understand anti-Semitism as it pertains to different forms and how it's used across different platforms, and this is a really special award for us.
Zach?
Hello.
Zach
Yeah,
Halpern.
hi.
What's
The
happening?
Zach Halpern.
The Magen Boys, Gian and Paige here. We wanted to formally give you this award for your incredible article on the IRA definition, and
thank you.
what you are doing for the community at large is incredible. This award is named after one of our greatest journalists by the name of Jeff Ansell, and we know that he would be proud of you for the article that you wrote and for being able to so eloquently break down the different meanings and definitions of the IRA definition, and we are so grateful for your efforts, and we know that our community at large is in a way better place because of you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
What inspired you to write this article?
Well, for part that task from when I was in the Hasbara Fellowships high school internship was to write an article about anything. So it was in the news at the time, and I thought it would be really interesting to write an article about it. So I wrote basically debunking 4 myths about the IRA definition to kind of give people a better idea of what it was about and kind of disproving the myths and misconceptions that people had about it.
That's really nice.
It's unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's unbelievable.
We're a huge fan.
We're big fans of you.
Just keep up the good work.
Shalom.
Hello to all Jewish and pro-Israel student leaders who are attending the Hasbara Fellowships Golda Awards ceremony. I wish we could meet in person to congratulate you all, but for the time being, online events will have to do. When it comes to COVID, Israel is a success story. We cooperate with the international community and play an important role in the global task force against COVID. Israel strives to establish green corridors and encourages governments to adopt the issuance of green passports for vaccinated international travelers. All these steps are necessary in the effort to restore global business and tourism. Even though developments with the Palestinians are disappointing, we do experience dramatic breakthroughs with the Gulf countries and with Morocco. Bilateral agreements are being signed, cooperation has been established. This new spirit will contribute to regional stability and prosperity, academic research and cultural exchange. And hopefully these positive developments will encourage other players, Arab players, to join us. There's never a dull moment when it comes to Israel. But you all know that already, don't you? Because you chose to dedicate time and effort to study Israeli society with all its complexities. When you are asked about Israel, your knowledge will help you cope with the bias, with ignorance, and with sheer anti-Semitism. I would like to thank Hasbara Fellowships for their important work in this field and for their excellent programs. The connection between Israel and the diaspora is an important component in the resilient and social cohesion of the State of Israel and Jewish communities abroad. This bond must be nourished for the sake of both sides. And you are reaching an age that this is becoming your responsibility, not only that of your parents. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to maintain the strong ties between Israel and the diaspora, to learn, to question, and to find your own personal connection to Israel. I encourage you to follow the activity of Israeli diplomatic missions on social media. Whether you are in Canada or in the United States, the local Israeli diplomatic missions are an excellent source for updated information about Israel. For example, we are Israel in Toronto. We're active on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. Follow us, let us know what you think. This summer, upon completion of a 5-year term as Consul General in Toronto and Western Canada, I'll be heading back home to Jerusalem with my family. It's been an amazing adventure, and I'm grateful for the privilege to represent Israel here. Congratulations, good luck to you all, have a great summer, and stay healthy.
So I know that I initially messaged you about coming together to record a testimonial about Hasbara, but really we wanted to give you an award. This is the Israel Educator Awards. This is on behalf of Hasbara Fellowships Canada and all your amazing work on campus and for co-founding Ramon and Israel Education Movement. So we're going to mail this to you. So you're actually going to physically have it, but we're on a bit of a time crunch, but we're going to be mailing this to you. And you'll also be getting a really cute mask.
Thank you so much. I mean, it really means so much, especially since I did my Hasbara Fellowship. I think it was like 3-4 years now, but it's been such a strong part of my life. Like really what I learned from it has been so impactful in all the work that I'm doing. I actually just pulled up, I still have my Y from my trip to Israel.
I love that.
And I look at it sometimes, actually, I keep it in my scrapbook. But sometimes, especially like with everything happening now, it's really nice to like read this that I wrote like 3-4 years ago and how it still really like guides me today because my why is so important and all the work for Israel, it's so important to really like get that education out there.
All right, we are at Shira Miller's house. Shira Miller is an exceptional young woman who has made some serious strides up in Wilfrid Laurier and is really leading the charge against anti-Semitism on campus. And she is the winner of the Young Jewish Advocate Award. So we're really excited to share this with her. So nervous.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Shira
Whoa,
Miller.
This is intense.
We are the Magen Boys.
Nice to
Gian and
meet
Paige.
you. Congratulations, you are the winner.
Congratulations on behalf of Hasbara Fellowships. You are the Young Jewish Advocate Award winner for your amazing work in combating anti-Semitism up in Laurier. What you have done has provided
You can
us.
come outside if you want. Oh, sorry.
It's okay, yeah.
Sorry, filming.
Your work has done amazing work to build a presence in the schools and combat anti-Semitism, and you are a true leader. And
We admire you.
Thank you very much.
We're so happy that we could be a part of this, and we get to meet you, and we get to present you with this amazing award. We know that Golda Meir would be proud, and just keep up the great work.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it. I know it's crazy on campus right now, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Yes.
Well, your
Thank you.
your work is definitely meaningful, and we notice every inch of it. And please keep it up, because it's people like you that are going to help us, do what we need to do to combat this thing.
Hey guys! Well, I just wanted to wish you congratulations, Mazal Tov, on winning the Golda Award. I mean, what an amazing achievement. We are at a time in history where, sadly, we are seeing anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism spiking the world over. But what you guys are doing, you guys are on the front line fighting that battle, and I am so very proud of you. So with that, I want to say again, congratulations, Mazal Tov. I cannot wait to see what amazing things you guys do next. You are the future of the Jewish people.
We really wanted to, on behalf of Hasbara, award you, present this award to you because you've been an incredible student all the way from your high school involvement. There's a little Golda Meir over there. And you've already accomplished so much in your first year of university, especially with that op-ed that you helped put together about the importance of universities paying attention to and adopting IRA, which led to the launching of jewishstudents.ca. So I think really you totally deserve this, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. So that's a little something from Hasbara.
Come a long way for this. From my participation in everything Israel Advocacy since high school, since like grade 11, did more internships and fellowships and stuff like that. And it's actually quite interesting because this is the IRA Advocate Award that I actually have a meeting on Friday with a couple UBC students, and we're gonna push forward and try to get IRA on UBC.
Amazing. And we're here to help with that. We're here to help with that, and you've already done so much amazing work. And I'm so excited to continue to see you grow in your new leadership role as the president of Israel on Campus at UBC. Continue to stay with you on your journey. So this is just a little something to kind of show you that we recognize your hard work and all the amazing things that you've accomplished so far.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My first half of my Hasbara Canada Fellowship has taught me a lot about how to effectively advocate for Israel, more specifically online, why it is important to voice my opinions surrounding issues in Israel, and has provided me with everlasting skills that will aid me in my future academic endeavors. I've always been passionate about Israel, a place I consider my second home, a place that maybe one day I can call my primary home. The fellowship gave me the opportunity and granted me access to a plethora of resources that helped me become the best Israel advocate I could ever be. Hasbara has inspired me to get more involved with Israel, the Israel Club on my campus, Israel on Campus UBC. Now I am the president of the club. As a result of the fellowship, I was given the opportunity to co-write an op-ed that aimed to show campuses the importance of adopting the IRA definition in their student governments. The op-ed was signed by 300 Canadian university students and alumni. I hope to use the tools and skills I will learn in my second half of my fellowship to make a bigger and everlasting impact on my university campus.
Hi, it's Dov Lipman, former member of Knesset. I want to congratulate all of the winners of the Golda Awards from Hasbara Fellowships, from Hasbara High School interns. You don't realize it, but you are heroes for the Jewish people. You are heroes for the state of Israel. Israel's fighting a battle on two fronts. One is the physical battles that we have with our enemies on our borders and from within, but then there's the entire world. There's the field of battle for Israel's legitimacy. And all of you are playing such an important role in that battle. We could not win in that battle without you. You are soldiers, you are officers, you are chiefs of staffs, you're even prime ministers. You are out there educating the world about Israel, about this story, which is the greatest story in the history of mankind. And all it takes is a smart, talented, capable young man or woman like yourselves who can explain what's happening in Israel, explain its history, explain its challenges, explain its greatness in an honest manner, in an intelligent manner, and you can literally win over hearts and minds. So thank you so much to all of you for what you do, and congratulations for winning the Golda Awards for this year.
She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. All about my Benjamins, that's why they fear me, cause I'm the one behind every conspiracy. I'm the puppet master, play with strings like a fiddler, controlling every senator, president, prime minister, representative, distinguished public figure, and anyone willing to sell out to the highest bidder. And I'm always coming with the highest offer, hypnotizing the world to be blind to the slaughters. I'm committed, all my evil doings, cause I'm Jewish. I sit in cemeteries at midnight, schemes brewing, trying to concoct, plan and plot to get the world in the palm of my hand and stop anyone trying to expose me. They can't handle the truth, they'd be baffled to see I'm that international Jew. Henry Ford wrote about, but we said he was lying. Please excuse me, that's the elders of Zion. She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. Please, don't leave my mailbox door closed, cause I'm expecting a check from George Soros. Trump said we don't like him cause he doesn't want our money, and he's right, if I can buy a politician, don't be running. How am I an occupier stealing people's rights while I'm bringing in some immigrants to breed out the whites at the same time? I guess I'm a double agent. Farrakhan thinks I sold myself slave trading. Hey, cause I'm a boss tycoon. When I'm lost, I think one what the Rothschilds do. Then I'm back on my path, that train of thought brought me guidance. Take over the world and continue spreading violence. Give some guns to ISIS just to throw them on my tracks. Calling in a couple favors, make the stock market crash. Blood in my mindset, preventing it from living. And I'm still about my dough because it's all about the Benjamins. She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. She said it's all about the Benjamins, baby, and I don't put nothing next to him, baby. My loyalty is to my brethren, baby, cause I'm living in a world where everyone hates me. I'm a proud part of the diaspora. We ain't gon' play the victim, they get mad every time we're standing up. I'm proud of my people, what we accomplished. You're crazy if you think some rocket barrages will stop us. Look through our history and we've been through it all. Been through slavery and the Holocaust and still standing tall. Let the cult of Western law set your mind, meditate on all the populations to whom this song is dedicated. 6 Jewish families that resided in Khartoum. Iraqi brothers and sisters survived the fire. The ones who came in 56 from Mitzrayim, now we're thriving. Ganim Yerushalayim. וגם בחיפה, הגולן ותל אביב, באר שבע והנגב ואילת by the sea. אתה יודע שלא שכחתי האתיופים שעשו את הכל, מה הם אומרים שם לא יכול. I'm a proud part of the diaspora. In my heart I hold Jerusalem in Africa. Kicked us out of our land and started gassing us till we put our foot down cause we had enough. Check out the flag that I'm waving. 2 blue stripes and a U-Star David. Check out the flag that I'm waving. Keep shooting rockets but you never gon' take it. Here I'm talking about the Jews will not replace us. On college campuses that been trying to erase us. And all that BDS campaigning, we've dealt with worse problems. A racist association to students all acting stupid, thinking they're making differences, picking and choosing truths and not knowing what real resistance is. Say you value social justice, are you kidding us? What the hell gives you the right to tell me who's indigenous? You don't have it, you just assume the privilege of looking at other people and telling them what their image is. Want the image to fit your twisted narrative, but those Modern pocket tactics ain't scaring this diaspora, of which I'm a proud part. Blue and white in my veins, running through my heart. And they get mad when we're surviving. The truth is, only way they like a Jew is if they're dying. So I'ma say this by the candlelight. Take a moment and remember the fallen for their sacrifice. Never again, never forget they wanted us dead. We rose from the ashes instead. Menabdi mi historia me dole. No hielanu ati, iblonisko. We wouldn't have a future if we didn't have a past. Every day we gotta take a minute and honor those who passed. Then wake up determined, cause we're returning to the ways that they thought to erase, that we're preserving. Scattered in the wind in diaspora conditions, still maintain the connection to our traditions. Morocco to Havana, Yemen living in Aden, Ciudad de Mexico, Buenos Aires, we're all one nation. Through all of the oppression that they threaten, trying to shatter us, I'm still a proud part of the diaspora. I'm a proud part of the diaspora. In my heart, I hold Jerusalem in Africa. Kicked aside, our land started gassing us, till we put our foot down, cause we had enough. Check out the flag that I'm waving, 2 blue stripes and the youth start tasing. Check out the flag that I'm waving, keep shooting rockets but you never gon' take it.
I know that we told you that we're going to be recording a testimonial, but really we wanted to surprise you with this award.
Oh my God! You guys are thank you.
This is
That's so
the
cute.
Influencer Award.
I want to go to Golda Award.
Yeah, I got a gold award. You have a little gold over here and a nice little plaque. And this is basically because of your incredible advocacy online. You know, you started your own page, and since then have been extremely active and educating a lot of people, sharing your story. And yeah, so we felt that this was a very fitting award. So you'll get this like in person when you're back. Are you crying?
You? Yeah.
That's so cute.
I mean, you guys have been a really huge part of my life, so I appreciate that. And with everything going on right now, it's just so, like, I've had to really take a step back and just disconnect because it's too overwhelming. It's just too much.
Honestly, seeing your growth, just like as an individual and in your involvement in the Israeli Jewish community, is like so beyond amazing. So I'm happy that you pushed, and I'm happy that we made this incredible decision to include you in our program.
Honestly, Hasbara has been such a huge part of my life. I feel like it's something I don't shut up about. It's like the only topic of conversation for me, either Israel or being Jewish. And it's just ever since I've gone on that trip, it really changed my life. Like, I feel like that's so cliche and everybody says that, but it really did. It made such a huge impact on how I see the world, how I see things, how I see people, and how to like even converse with people, especially now with the uprising of anti-Semitism. I compare how my friends are dealing with things and how I'm dealing with things and how I used to be like that, and I used to say all these vile things, but saying all these vile, disgusting things don't solve a conflict. You know what I mean?
Come on, guys. Let's do this. Is this Mordechai Wolfson?
Yeah.
Mordechai Wolfson, how are you?
Where is he? We can go get him.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Get over here. Mordechai Wilson, congratulations, as you are the 2020-21 Student Dedication Award winner for Hasbara Canada, and the Golda Awards goes to you, brother.
Thank you. Oh my
This is
God.
for all your dedication and leadership, and just for stepping up and being a true leader in our community. So just know that that award isn't going to many people, but it's going to you, my friend.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Speech? Well, I mean, I would like to thank, obviously, Hasbara. I've learned so much this year. I think it's been an incredible experience. It's been, I've learned a lot of skills, and I'm really excited about this award. Like, totally unexpected, and I really appreciate it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Kol hakavod.
Kol hakavod. Kol hakavod.
Kol hakavod, and continue making us all very proud, and we're very proud to have you just supporting the good fight and doing great work. So thank you.
All right, so on behalf of our Hasbara team here, we really wanted to present you with this award, the Zionist and Proud Award, for all of your amazing work as a Hasbara Fellow on campus. From day one after coming back from the Israel trip, you were super involved through the Save a Child's Heart Club on your campus. And really just looked for any opportunity to stand up for Israel and the Jewish people. So we really wanted to present you with this award, and also for the incredible op-ed that you got published in the McGill Daily, talking about, Jewish students really defining their own experiences, which was so incredible. And we're really proud to have you as part of our Hasbara family. And so this is just a little token of our appreciation for all that you have achieved and done on campus.
Thank you so much for presenting me with this award. This really, really means a lot to me because Hasbara means so much to me, and it's so bittersweet that I'm graduating this semester because I know I will no longer be a fellow, but I will really, really always defend Israel no matter what campus I'm on and no matter where I am, because I feel like I really did learn a lot from the organization and from the trip, and I learned so much after the program. So it's not only on the program, I just feel like I made such amazing connections with you, Yessi, and Daniel, and everyone else from Hasbara. And without your help, I don't think I would have felt comfortable or confident writing for the McGill Daily or even having it published or sharing my story. So I really wanted to thank you guys for that, and thank you for this award.
Hello, Hasbara Fellows. So, now you've gone and done it, haven't you? Graduated! Congratulations to all the Hasbara Fellows and your student leaders for winning your Golda Awards. You're doing important work in your communities and on your campuses, and the Hasbara Fellowship just wants to thank you for being ambassadors for Israel and for the Jewish people. And that's from them, not from me. This is from me. Congratulations!
Israel, how do I begin to describe your influence on my Jewish identity? You hold a special place in my heart. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're unique. There's a certain energy throughout Israel, and it radiates throughout the entire country. It's a sense of pride, of gratitude. It's a sense of belonging. I cannot wait to see how you grow, how much you'll achieve, and how much more of an incredible influence you'll have on my life in the future. Thank you for being an unbelievable mentor for myself and for the Jewish community as a whole.
We are very excited because we are outside of our first place winner for our My Jewish Identity contest winner, Andrea Gluby. Let's see how she reacts.
Oh yeah!
Is this Andrea Gluby?
Yes.
Hey! How you doing? Congratulations, you are the winner of the Hasbara Fellowships Canada My Jewish Identity Contest.
Your video was so inspirational, and your leadership and your enthusiasm has made a big impact, and we want to thank you for submitting, and we want to congratulate you. We want to let you know that you rock, and that you are a true force for us in our community.
We are smiling underneath these masks, just so you know, and you deserve this incredible $1,800 cash prize.
Oh my gosh.
And you moved our hearts, and you've really created something that you should be extremely proud of, as it resonated across all of us who saw the video, and we look forward to sharing it with the rest of the world. So,
Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Speech!
I don't have a speech.
was there anything you want to say to all your trillions of fans in the world right now?
Oh gosh, a lot of pressure. I don't know. Thank you so much. I love Israel, and with everything going on, especially now, I think it's so important to just spread positivity and love for Israel.
Olga Mishra-Washington, CEO of Daisy International and Regional Director of Club Z. On my behalf, and that of my husband, Joshua Washington, the Executive Director of the Institute for Black Solidarity with Israel, an organization of which I also serve as a board member, we wish to extend our most heartfelt congratulations to every single Hasbara Fellow as well as high school intern on your being awarded a Golda Award. In these times of great troublesome, rising anti-Semitism, you have displayed courage, you've displayed determination, focus, and moral clarity in speaking truth to power. Thank you for utilizing your advocacy skills in media, print as well as digital, social media, and various other forms as you advocate not only for the state of Israel, but Jews across the world. As somebody who is not a Jew, but absolutely a Zionist, same with my husband, we want to thank you for the work that you do. Please know that in your doing this, you not only are doing this for the state of Israel or Jews across the world, you are doing it for millions of people of different faiths and different nationalities who need Israel's friendship. Israel is a light to the nations, and we need her to be looked at in the right way so that she can be a gift to all that need her. Congratulations again.
On behalf of Hasbara Fellowships Canada, I am so proud, I'm so honored to award you with the Hasbara Award. This is literally our version of the Best Picture Award here at the Golda Awards. It is the final award of the evening, and you are the recipient of this award because of everything you have done. It is mind-boggling how much you've been able to do as an advocate, as an influencer, online, on social media, and as a law student. And for anyone for everyone who's watching right now, I've learned so much about advocating for Israel on social media through Isabella and through what she's been able to teach me. And there's no one, I think, more deserving of this, the Hasbara Award, especially these past few weeks with everything that's been happening. I'm just so proud of everything you've done, truly. And I can't think of anyone else more fitting to receive this, the Hasbara Award. So Mazal Tov.
Thank you so much, Daniel, and thank you to Hasbara. Hasbara does amazing things for students, support, and I'm really grateful for having gone on the Hasbara trip. And Daniel, we're all grateful for you and the Hasbara team. Like, talking to you like this so formally is it's kind of strange because we've worked together so much, and you've inspired me in my activism and in so much that I do. And thank you. So I really, really appreciate it.
The fact that you say that is really resonates, because I would say really I'm the one who is inspired, and I think everyone here are the ones who are inspired. I think we all look to our youth, the future leaders of our community. We all look to see what they're going through right now and what they're doing, and some of the incredible leaders like yourself, I think, are inspiring to us, who say to us, look what they're able to accomplish, look what they're able to do, for Am Yisrael. And I think I have supporters of mine who say, now I'm going to start doing this because I've seen how your Hasbara fellows are working. For any students that are listening right now, and it is such a difficult time for them to own their Jewish identity, for them to be vocal and proud the way you have been, what advice would you give to them?
We can just learn from history. We take it. Whenever Jews are proud of our identity and we're proud of who we are, both ideologically and now, with the state of Israel, that is the safest time to be a Jew. So be proud of your identity, of who you are, and know that the facts are really on your side. We have nothing to be ashamed of. Wear your Magen David with pride. I'm working at the law firm, and I wear it wherever I go. And just to be proud and to be ideologically empowered, because we're facing a war that's not just, on the ground. It's really an ideological war waged against Jewish students, and it's systematic. And Hasbara and you will have the tools to combat this. Just know that you're not alone, and we have an amazing community here to help you and to be empowered.
Wow, that was truly inspirational to see so many incredible young students, the future leaders of our community, working hard to change the world and make a real difference on campus. We are confident that tonight will be an evening that they will never forget. So So congratulations again to all the Golda Award winners. Yes, and thank you all for tuning in to the first annual Golda Awards. We thoroughly hope you enjoyed it and cannot wait to see you in person next year. See you then.